All right, Pisces. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. We're going to get into another reading. And in this reading, we're going to look at a few things that you could be worried about right now and like solutions or advice that Spirit has to give you or for you about resolving whatever is going on. I forgot one of my rings. Ooh, whatever's going on. Excuse me. Dang. I guess that was it. Let's see. For Pisces, anything you need to know is below in the description box. You guys be sure to book your readings if you would like to get a personal reading. You get a full in-depth analysis of your question along with any other messages that Spirit wants you to know. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you've already booked a reading in the last 3 or 4 days, you should have your reading in your inbox by now, you guys. Be sure to check it out. And without further ado, let's get into it for Pisces. When it comes to what Pisces is worried about, Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces when it comes to what they are worried about at this time, or what could be concerning or perplexing them at this time? What messages do you have for Pisces? Transformation. So there is something that's changing. Something is going through a metamorphosis, and it is changing and evolving as we speak. Change your perception. So your perception could be changing. There could be a breakthrough that you're about to experience that's going to change your perception, and it's going to finally bring some type of stress or worry about this situation to an end. Something is in a metamorphosis state though, okay? I'm hearing you have to crawl before you walk, and you have to walk before you run, so you can't just jump into something and expect for it to be at a place where you could take off running or something like that. What else for Pisces when it comes to what they're worried about? What do they need to know? Deception. Interesting. You may be changing your perspective on a person or a situation because you're realizing that you've been deceived or you've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, all that good stuff. You could literally be worried about a change happening. And someone could be lying to you, or you could be lying to yourself about what this change means in your life. You could be thinking that something is really horrible or bad, but in reality, the change is good. The number 20, well, the number 2, the number 4, okay, the number 7, 20, and 25 could be significant. At the bottom, you have love surrounds you. That's card number 10. And then things are not what they seem. Exactly. So there's something that's deceiving you, whether it's a person, a belief system, or a situation. There's a way that you're being deceived about whatever this is that you're worried about. As you go through a transformation personally, Pisces, your spirit team wants you to change your perception about it. They want you to start to get excited about it. They want you to start to be intrigued and curious about where things are going to go, because they're trying to reassure you that they love you, and that since love surrounds you, that you are supported in this change, or as you go through this metamorphosis, or as something changes in your life. Like, there could be a change in the dynamics of your relationships, whether it's personal, professional, or platonic, or romantic. There could be a transformation in your career. But whatever this metamorphosis that's going on, I think you're worried about it, but you're worried about it because you don't know what's going to happen. And whatever it looks like it's going to happen is not actually what's going to happen. And your spirit team wants you to understand that if it looks bleak or it looks bad, that you may be deceiving yourself when it comes to what you expect versus what your intuition is actually telling you. Because something may look a lot worse than what it actually is, okay? And it may not be as bad as what it seems. Some of you may even think you're being lied to, and you may not actually be being lied to. Any more information or messages about what you want Pisces to know when it comes to what they're worried about, Spirit? Toil and labor. Yeah, you think something that you're doing is not going to pay off, or you feel like your hard work is not paying off. But your spirit team wants you to change your perception about that, because something is just changing. Yeah, and then we have change at the bottom. Look. Ooh. You may have just recently moved or traveled, did some type of travel. I don't know if this is a physical, geographical move where you relocated your living space, or if this is like a career move that you made. But there was a move that took place. And wherever you are, wherever you move to, you're better off than where you were before. Okay. You could still be unpacking, you could still be decorating your desk. Wherever you are, though, is better than you were before. And it feels like it's not going to pay off, but you're being led with this Lover's card. This is more like you're being led. I just want to see that real quick. For some reason, I'm getting the vibe that I just need to look at the book for the Lover's card real quick. Okay, so the Lovers in this deck, which is the Kipper deck, says it's what everyone hoped for in the 19th century. The good match, romantic love, profound friendship, loyalty, and trust are all represented in this card. With, so they're just giving examples, but with the false person card 8, examine the situation carefully for manipulation, cheaters, gold diggers, con artists, and deceit. And it says you can find love and faithfulness now. Let yourself be guided by your feeling and intuition. Again, I was talking about that. This card is primarily an indication of love and falling in love. In professional terms, it may show a workplace love affair. Perhaps it means that you love your work and that your heart and mind are in harmony. This card indicates love or friendship with a nearby person. A card, okay, but I feel like let's see. Excellent as long as it isn't near card 8, which points to obstacles and dishonesty. And that's what it is. So I feel like you have an opportunity right now to have profound love in your life, whether it's romantic, platonic, professional, or career-wise. And I feel like this is a change that has taken place because you either moved or relocated, or you changed or shifted jobs. And I feel like this is talking about a job. So I feel like there could be some of you may have a workplace romance. Some of you may really enjoy what it is that you do, but you may be feeling a little frustrated or stuck because the new thing that you're doing is something that I feel like you enjoy, but there could be hard work associated with it, and the payoff for the hard work may not feel equal right now, but I feel like in the near future, it's going to be more equal. Yeah, you're being led on this pathway to lead you to kind of everything that you actually want, okay? What else for Pisces when it comes to what they could be worried about at this time? Wow. All right, so Thief in reverse, Adjudication in reverse, and then mature woman. Message of concern. So you could be getting something in the mail. It may not be legal. For some of you guys, it could be a legal document, but some of you guys are getting some type of mail or correspondence or a message from someone. It could be an older woman who you guys you could be worried about this. There could be a decision that has not been made, or there could be a decision that you feel like hasn't gone in your favor. And you may be focusing on that a little too closely, which could be a form of a distraction for you. There could be something that you're confused about when it comes to a decision that you need to make. But I feel like there's something coming with this message of concern. You could be worried about something that is happening that you may not actually have to worry so much about. Let me do that again, though, because that was weird. Okay. Adjudication keeps wanting to be in reverse. Whew. Ooh, all right. So what is it that Pisces is worried about? Well, not what is it, but what do you want Pisces to know, Spirit, when it comes to what they are worried about at this time? What is the message when it comes to what Pisces could be worried about at this time? All right. Yeah, pathway. See, that other message was kind of unclear. And I kind of feel like, I don't know if someone is trying to distract you or someone is trying to throw you off your game. And you're choosing to kind of stay neutral until you figure out more information. But I feel like with that mature woman, you're taking a mature approach to something. Pathway, imprisonment is at the bottom. And then we have concern. See, because there's definitely something about possibly responsibilities that you're worried about or working on. You could be working on being more responsible. You could be working on trying to prioritize your priorities. There could definitely be something getting on your nerves. You may be getting like spam calls, debt collector calls, a bunch of spam and crap in the mail. Like, you could be just... You really could be in a position where you just have a lot trying to vie for your attention at this time, and you're trying to focus on the decision that you need to make so that you can make the right decision, or you're really focused on a decision that's already been made, which is kind of causing all this chaos. But it's like there's somehow a scenario here that's keeping you kind of in a dark place of possibly pessimism or negativity when it comes to a decision that's already been made or a decision that you're struggling to make. And I feel like a lot of what you're worried about isn't really something that your spirit team wants you to worry about. Somebody could be going to jail. Somebody could be in jail. But I feel like right now with this pathway card, the card being a 35, which is an 8, okay, that talks about infinity, that talks about your journey, your path, your destiny. And then we have mature woman again. Wherever you are right now on your path, you're meant to be there. And I think some of the things that you're worried about, you're only worried about it because, again, things are not what they seem. Love surrounds you. Again, what I was saying is that a lot of the things that you're worried about aren't really things that you should be worried about. And you're only worried about it because you don't see the outcome of how a situation is going to turn out. I feel like your spirit team is trying to tell you that you need to continue to follow your intuition on situations. If you're worried about some type of financial issues or work issues, maybe you're struggling to find a job, maybe you're having to work little odd jobs that are kind of trashy and you really don't want to do it, or there's things that you kind of like are irritated about with the way you earn money. I feel like that you're being led out of that with this pathway card. If there's any type of dissatisfaction with your employment or with the current job that you have, you're being led from this very difficult place outside of it, but you have to change your perception about being led out of this situation so that you can see the pathway that you're being led down clearly. That's what I feel like Spirit is trying to say. Because whatever you're concerned about, you don't have to be concerned about it. You may be worried about a new child, a new man, or something going on with your child or something like that. Some of you could have a son that you're a little concerned about. But I feel like there are a lot of new experiences coming into your life that are going to be very positive. You just don't see them coming. That's what I feel like is mostly creating the stress or the worry. Is that you're trying to focus on making good decisions and moving forward so that you can kind of get where it is that you need to be. But I feel like you're so worried about making the wrong decision that you could kind of be losing focus on where it is you're going. Some of you are realizing this about yourself and you're deciding to kind of like take a step back and really evaluate what's going on. But the situation is changing. And you've been going through a lot of changes in your life. But your spirit team wants you to look at those changes from a positive perspective. That's really the overreaching point of whatever it is that you're worried about. They're trying to get you to see that whatever you're worried about isn't... Ooh, car fell on the floor. It isn't really something you got to worry about. And that's how your perspective needs to kind of change. Wow, 3 cards. 6 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. This looks like a victory for sure with the 6 of Wands. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn masculine with this King of Pentacles. Possibly also a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It looks like a father and a son, or a father and their child. Okay. This could be you as a father, your father, father figure, uncle, grandfather. I don't think it's grandfather, but it's like you're accomplishing something that's difficult to accomplish, but you have to do it in a way where you follow your dreams. Yeah, you follow your intuition. Your intuition is going to lead you to the path to success, or it's going to lead you down the path to success. Let's see. What is it that Pisces worried about at this time, Spirit? What is Pisces worried about at this time? Work and money, your boss. Some of you could be worried about your father and their health. Some of you could be worried about financial situation. Page of Wands. Yeah, and the Hermit. Yeah, some of you may have gotten a message about your father's health, or an older masculine and their health. Trying to figure out how this person is feeling. I also feel like if some of you guys have your own business with the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor, I feel like that business is successful, or you create quality work. Some of you may have a family business where you're teaching your children about what it is that you do. Okay, or how you do what you do. It feels positive. You could be dealing with an Aries, strongly a Taurus, possibly a Virgo. But let me see what this is. What's the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor? You could be worried about your boss at work as well. There could have been a message or some type of information communicated at work from leadership or from management, and you could be a little concerned about that. Some of you are trying to perfect your work so that your boss can see you and pay attention to you, and possibly maybe give you a raise or a bonus or a promotion of some kind. Some of you are trying to get discovered as well by someone important. What's the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor for what Pisces is worried about? Yeah, 8 of Swords. There could have been something that happened in August as well, maybe with a Virgo or a Leo, Aries, Taurus, Virgo season, Leo season, August. Yeah, I feel like you're worried about your boss and your work. Or some of you have a dad who still works, and you're worried about like how your dad is feeling and maybe his health. 6 of Cups and the Hermit again. Some of you may be worried about a kid going off to work, like your kids are growing up and you may be worried about them like traveling for work or going to work or driving and being on the road for some of you. There could be some memories that are coming up for you guys, like memories that are coming up to the surface that could be causing you anxiety, and you may be trying to research and figure out where it's coming from. There could be like submerged memories coming up for you from your childhood, or possibly you could be concerned about your kid having some memories come up from their childhood. What's the Emperor? The shadow side. That's like the devil. Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Virgo. Maybe even Leo. I don't think so though. You may be worried about control. Like if leadership is changing at your job, you may be worried about being controlled. The Fool and the Temperance card. Interesting. All major arcanas. Yeah. Be mindful of a contract as well with the Devil and the Eight of Swords. There could be a contract here where you're not paying attention, or there could be something new that you're doing where there's just like a lot of details, or there's a lot of controlling forces, and there's a lot of like power struggles or something like that. There could be a situation where things kind of shift and change really quickly. And I feel like your spirit team just wants you to pay attention. What's the Devil or this shadow side card with the Emperor? Yeah, Seven of Cups, Five of Swords. Some type of confusion being created for someone's selfish purposes. Or that's what you could be worried about. You may not be worried. I mean, you may not be worried, but you could have concerns about someone's motives or intentions in a situation. Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Like, who's trying to attach to who, or what's the reason for this contract, or why is someone trying to work with me, or what is it that they really want? That's what I feel. I feel like you're worried about this Emperor energy and what it is that they really want, or what their true motives and intentions are, because your intuition is sensing that there's some type of threat with this person and what their intentions are for you, with you, towards you. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone's trying to threaten your independence or threaten your ability to be independent. Maybe sometimes this person helps you, sometimes they don't, and there may be a catch to someone supporting you, or there could be a catch involved in a situation that you decide to like take a job on, or that you decide to work with someone. Feels like there's some type of catch or catch 22. What's the Eight of Swords? Queen of Cups, Empress, and the Ace of Wands. So some type of new beginning that you're worried about. It's like, well, I don't think you're worried about it. It feels like you're focusing. It feels focused. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. It's like you've been trying to save money for a long time, or you've been trying to build up this legacy for a long time. And I feel like with the Queen... Somebody's being an asshole. That could be happening in your life. Someone could be being an asshole. Because that was excessive. Like, I understand. I don't even beep at people. Like, I used to beep at people all the time, but I don't even do that no more. And the way that that person was just beeping, like, you know, you already passed the situation. You could go on with your life, but you choosing to do the most. Somebody could be being an asshole or be very excessively arrogant, blatant, vengeful. Pisces, especially if you're a feminine energy, you look really good with the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Now, if the Empress is here as maybe your mother or your boss, she looks great, right? She looks like a really good person. This could be a new boss that you have, a new leader coming in, a new... oh, wow, the lights on the candle just blew out. I need to get a new candle, y'all, so that's all she wrote. But I feel like this person is a positive person in your life. And if this is you, then... all the more power to you, honey, okay? Some of you could be working with your partner or your spouse, or that could be what's being proposed. But some of you just look really good as a feminine. You look very abundant. There's a new opportunity or a new situation here that I feel like you are excelling at or you are proficient with. A new idea can create a lot of abundance for you. But right now, maybe it's not. You get what I'm saying? Like, this could be a business that you're starting that has a lot of potential. But right now, it's not really doing very much when it comes to assisting you with your needs or getting traction or things like that. But it's like you're only focusing on the fact that it can. You're trying to see past the current moment to focus on what something could look like long term. Like if you're buying land, right? The land might look really regular or maybe even dirty or trashy right now. But if you put the heart and the soul and the love and spirit into it, it's going to turn out to be something really good. That's what I feel when it comes to this Ace of Wands, whatever this Ace of Wands is. Be very mindful of who you allow to connect to you when it comes to your work, your money, your business, or your profession. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Oh, wow. The Eight of Wands, another 8. So the Eight of Cups is the only one missing, which shows me that you probably, I don't know, you may not be feeling connected. Some of you guys may be having writer's block, brain farts when it comes to what you're doing. I feel like you're worried about walking away from something. You're worried about walking away from a job or a situation because you're not sure if it's going to pay off. It's like you're trying to make a responsible decision and you're not sure if something is going to pay off. Page of Pentacles and the World card. And we saw the Fool. It kind of feels like you don't want to make a foolish decision. You're trying to prevent that. But there is proof here that something is going to be positive. It's like right in your face. It's being confirmed in some way that something is going to be positive with this Eight of Wands, or that it's going to move forward a lot more quickly than what you think. I feel like you should be careful with stalling yourself or creating some type of illusion or confusion within your own mind, or listening to someone who doesn't want you to believe in the proof that you see right in front of your face. There could be somebody wanting to present you with some type of offer, though. There could be some communication coming in about work, like I said, like a new boss or a new leadership figure. You could have a female boss coming into your job after you've dealt with a male boss for all this time. And you could be worried that the female boss is going to be worse than the male boss, but I feel that's not actually true. I feel like the female boss is going to be better. What's the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles? Knight of Swords. Yeah, you may be afraid to communicate something or say something when it comes to work. It's going to take courage for you to communicate something, but it's like your spirit team is guiding you to say whatever you're meant to say. There's a heavy masculine energy that's like overbearing that I feel in the situation. That's like prompting you to have a little bit of anxiety. Okay, so what do you want Pisces to know when it comes to this situation? Well, no. We're going to do what's beneath the surface that Pisces can't see when it comes to things not being what they seem. What's beneath the surface? Six of Swords. So there's going to be forward progress. There's going to be forward movement. There's going to be evolution. And that's also indicated here with the Empress. Something is going to move forward. I mean, it's not really safe 100% yet, or you're not necessarily out of the woods yet. There's still things you have to deal with, but there's something that's going to move forward. I feel like the only reason why you're afraid to take this step or this leap of faith is because of masculine energy. Either your father, your old boss, a fucked up teacher, a spouse, or someone in your life try to create some type of confusion or illusions for their own selfish purposes to keep you attached to them in some way. And that's the only reason why you're hesitating, I feel like, moving forward, or you're afraid to completely separate from something. Is because somebody made you feel like you need them, or somebody made you feel like you could never get away, or somebody made you feel like you don't know what you're doing, when in reality you do. And what you don't see, look at that. 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords. So what's beneath the surface in the situation has a lot to do with your mental state, with the way you think, with how you process information, how you communicate, how you perceive information that you receive. What you don't see is that something is moving forward because of your strategy, and that you're about to have a victory in the situation. What's the 6 of Swords for Pisces? Oh my God. What's the 6 of Swords? 7 of Swords. Boom. Right back out. That's a victory. Continue to push forward with your strategy, because I feel like there's going to be success. 6 of Cups. We already saw that once before. And the 9 of Pentacles. I almost said the 6 of Pentacles. You wanted to do something as a child, or you wanted to do something when you were younger, or there was a goal that you had in mind when you started something that your spirit team doesn't want you to forget or let go of, because that's where your salvation is. I also feel like the way you were raised, or your upbringing, your childhood, it has a lot to do with your success in this endeavor. This feels more like a career reading, y'all. I'm going to be honest, because I feel like a lot of you guys are afraid of like how you're going to earn money. And your spirit team is telling you that things are not what they may appear to be. It doesn't mean that you don't do work. It doesn't mean that you sit on your ass all day and be a fucking bump on the log. What it means is that you have a recollection or a memory of something that you need right now to help yourself. Or you have a dream that you've had for a long time that your spirit team wants you to hold on to and stick to the strategy of, so that you can be successful. And then boom, High Priestess. Your intuition is telling you how to move forward and what to do and what action to take, what strategy to use in a situation in order to get what it is that you want. 7 of Wands, stand your ground. Don't back down. We saw the Strength card when it comes to all of these things that you have to do. You wished for something, you asked for something, you want something, and your intuition is giving you the strategy that you need to fulfill it. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Cups out here. We got a lot of duplicates. 7, 8, 6. Yeah, this is a long-term investment, though. This is a long-term investment. Something is not going to happen quickly. It's going to be something that you're going to have to work at over time, and it's going to feel like you're not getting what you give some of the time. But with that 6 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, it's like, okay, that's how a lot of things are. Like, a lot of people think that, you know, if something is really meant to be, it'll just happen easily. That's a fucking lie. That's a bold-faced ass lie. Okay? And the longer you believe the lie, the longer you're going to cripple yourself into a position or a belief system or a mindset that only debilitates you. So anything worth having is going to take work. And it's just a matter of you weighing the pros and the cons of the work that it takes to see if it's something that you really are willing to put your time and energy and effort into. That's why people say, like, do what you love. Don't do something because you're going to make money from it. Because if you do it just for the money, you're always going to be fucking pissed off, because there's always going to be a desire to have more money. right? There could be a time limit. Time could be running out on a situation, or you could feel pressed for time about something. And you feel like, oh my God, I need this to work out within this time frame. And the universe, spirit don't work like that. But what they're telling you is that if you are doing it for the right reasons and it's what you really love, don't worry about the time frame, because whatever time frame that you're stipulating onto yourself, for whatever reason, whether it's a bill, rent, kids, whatever reason that you're putting a time stipulation on yourself, they want you to trust that they're going to help you because they love you and they want to see you succeed throughout this metamorphosis of whatever you're waiting on. That's what the fuck I said. That's what's hidden in the situation, is that your strategy is progressing forward. But if you really love what it is that you're doing and you're not lying to yourself about it, it's not going to matter how long it takes you to get where you want to go. And you're going to be able to be grateful along the way because you're going to enjoy the ride. Maybe that's what spirit may be trying to tell you. What's the advice for Pisces to solve this thing that they're worried about? What's the solution for Pisces? Oh, Jesus Christ. Cards jumping. The World card. Ten of Wands. Let things come to an end. Don't try to force things to stay when they need to go. This is the theme for all the readings, even personals, that I've done today. What is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. And when they say trust in the perfection of divine timing, if divine timing is perfect and you really do trust in your spirit team and you understand that love surrounds you in situations and you've tried and tried and tried and tried to speed something up or speed something along when it comes to the time frames that other people are putting on you, or the time constraints and restrictions that are outside of you, you have to understand that after all of that, after all the work that you put in to stick to or adhere to the time constraints that have been put on you from outside sources, and it hasn't worked, the trust that you have in the perfection of divine timing is going to let you know that because your spirit team loves you and they support you, that whatever time constrictions that have been placed on you from outside of you that you feel forced to adhere to don't fucking apply. They don't exist. And literally the lines of reality and the physics of reality will be bent to the will of the universe if it is meant for you to be in a situation at a given time for a given reason. I mean, shit, they saying what they saying, and it's going to be up to you to listen. I mean, do you want better for your life? Do you want more when it comes to your experience? Are you tired of fucking complaining? Because I am. I want to express the truth. I want to express my truth, whatever you want to fucking call it. My truth sounds so crazy. But I want to express my opinion. And I want to share my hypotheses. And I want to let you know why I share those hypotheses, because it feels pure. It feels right. The solution for you is to do the work that you need to do to reach the goal that you want to reach until the shit is done. Do the work that you need to do until the work is done. Ten of Cups. Ace of Swords. I said what I said. If you want to reach the goal, you have to do the work that it takes to reach the goal until the work is done. And then you will have said victory. I said what I said. Y'all book your personals. Thank you so much for everyone who's booked. If you want to book a reading, it's down in the description box below. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. And Pisces, remember, this is our Circle Booze. Bye.